Most people find it very difficult to lie on camera to the public. So when they're confronted with a rumor or an allegation that they don't want to tell the truth about, they'll often give an ambiguous answer. Something that kind of sounds like a denial, but not really. An example would be George Warren, when he was recently asked about this rumored heavyweight tournament in Saudi Arabia. The interviewers all said that George Warren denied it, but he did nothing of the sort. If you listen carefully to what he said, it was something like, "There's been no formal negotiations, but we communicate on a regular basis with our partners in the Middle East." That is not a denial, folks. That's an ambiguous answer. A proper denial, a real denial, is categoric. It's unequivocal. It's very clear. It's not vague at all. And that is exactly what Eddie Hearn just gave in this interview regarding rumors that Anthony Joshua failed a PED test. He was absolutely categoric, unequivocal, and totally clear about it. He said there is no truth to it whatsoever. Now, with that being said, of course, there are some people who can deny something categorically and still be lying. And Eddie Hearn might be one of them, for all I know. But in most instances, the majority of people can't do that. And so the bare minimum that I expect if someone's denying a rumor or an allegation and they're actually telling the truth is for them to be categoric about it, to be specific about it, to be unambiguous about it. That's the bare minimum that I would expect from a truth-telling person. And that's what we got here from Eddie Hearn regarding the AJ rumors of a failed PED test. So that's good to hear. But this is also the kind of answer that we've never gotten from Anthony Joshua regarding the TUE allegation. This is why I said in my previous video about this that he's never categorically denied it, at least not to my knowledge. I've heard the allegation put to him, but the answer was kind of vague to me. If you're going to deny something, if you want to kill the rumors and the speculation stone dead, be unequivocal, be clear, be overt, be unambiguous. That's what you will always do if you're telling the truth and you've got nothing to hide. You'll be very specific. You won't try and use vague terms. Again, going back to George Warren, there's been no official negotiations or no formal negotiations. Well, does that mean there's been informal negotiations? You see what I'm saying? Listen carefully to the way these people answer questions, folks. Listen to the words they use. It's often very revealing. Now, I know a lot of people, a lot of Anthony Joshua fans didn't appreciate the last video I did regarding AJ and PEDs. But what you have to understand about this channel, because I know some of you are new subscribers, and I appreciate you coming over here, but this is not a fanboy channel. The ethos of my channel is objectivity. I have a saying here, which is, no fighter is below praise and no fighter is above criticism. So when there are rumors surrounding certain fighters, and these are not new rumors regarding AJ and potential PED use, and by PED I include a TUE for testosterone, not that he has one, but that allegation. When something like that is circulating about such a major fighter, I'm going to address it. It doesn't mean I'm going to accuse him of anything, but I'm going to address it because the reality is, in a sport like boxing where there's vast sums of money floating around, in certain situations, people will turn a blind eye. It's human nature, folks. Corruption is endemic in human society. And generally speaking, the more money involved, the worse it is, particularly in a sport and an industry which is as unregulated as boxing. So of course I'm going to entertain the speculation. Doesn't mean I believe it, but in the interest of objectivity, I'm going to talk about it, explore it, see if there's any potential for it to be true whatsoever. In some instances, I'm going to come to the conclusion that there isn't. But in other instances, I don't know, maybe. I'll leave it up to you guys to make your minds up about it. But anyway, back to this specific story. Eddie Hearn categorically denied that AJ's failed a PED test. So TUE aside, it would appear right now that it was just someone on Twitter making up things out of thin air. It kind of reminds me of when Dylan White failed a PED test ahead of the Oscar Rivas fight, and somebody accused Oscar Rivas of failing a test as well. That turned out to be based on absolutely nothing, just somebody making it up. But then there are other instances where these rumors turn out to be true, because there was a rumor several weeks before it came out that Tyson Fury had failed a PED test. The rumor came out in the papers, and then weeks or months later, it was confirmed as being true. Same with Conor Benn and the first failed test. That was just a rumor for a while, but it eventually got confirmed. And when I spoke about the rumor on my channel, I had a bunch of people coming at me sideways saying, "How dare you speak about a rumor? It's just a rumor. It's not confirmed." Yeah, I didn't say it was confirmed. I reported it as a rumor, but that rumor turned out to be true. So don't come at me for talking about rumors. As long as I present them as rumors, as what they are, what's the issue? If you're an emotional fanboy and that's too much for you to take, you've come to the wrong place. Anyway, I'll leave it there.